Let's just cover the big, beautiful bill. Happy 4th of July.
To Democrats, an ugly betrayal.
The bill before the Senate is utter poison.
940
You're not off the leash, Chuck Schumer. You passed this bill all the way back in like May or March. And then you were like, well, a government shutdown, that would be horrible. No, this is on you, Chuck Schumer, too. And you even voted for this bill to pass.
Start with tax cuts, a huge piece of this plan. As written, the bill would make the president's signature 2017 cuts permanent. The bill would also let people deduct more of their state and local.
It's also not covering that they're giving the top 1% a tax break. They don't need more money. What are you talking about? Why do they need more money?
Spending on immigration enforcement with more money for the border wall and for ICE.
Their budget for ICE is going to be more than the Marines. And that's over a lot of other countries' military budget. And we're just gonna go more into debt. I always wonder, like, what happens if we don't pay off our debt? Do we just default? What happens?
Gets rid of green energy and environmental credits, too. To the president.
Wow, because that's what we need, too. We need more coal. We got clean coal. That is the biggest thing we need.
Now, if you're one of the 78 million Americans that are on Medicaid, you're at risk for completely losing your health coverage. This is because $1 trillion is about to be cut, which means you'll have to pay out of pocket for doctor's visits, surgeries, medication.
First of all, this is horrible. Second of all, isn't this just going to increase the volume of people going to the emergency room as well? And this one says, so the poor gets poorer and the rich get richer? Yeah, pretty much. Like, work harder, go faster, grind. You know what? Get a hustle. Get another hustle. Find 10 more hustles. Grind harder. Why are you not working hard enough? You know what? Get a 3rd job. Get a 4th. Get a 5th. Get your money up. That's basically what this bill is. It's like, it just calls you broke. I hate this piece of legislation.
Food stamps like SNAP, the bill does make it harder for you to qualify.
Wow, amazing. Less people have access to food.
Now, basically, if you make less than $50,000 a year, you will actually end up losing money because of tax.
That's crazy. Less than 50K. That's like a huge grab. That's like a lot of people in the country, especially in like the middle red states. Like, they're screwed. They have to pay so much more in taxes. I think a lot of red states are gonna just like go bankrupt, or people are just gonna get even more angry because they have less money. It says 2026 to 2034, so I think that's when they're gonna enact that, I guess. So for 2026, that's gonna be around the time when midterms come in. But hey, at least the rich people get an extra 63K. They got their money up. I love lobbying in this country. This is amazing. Ooh, I love capitalism. Do not deport me. I'm a citizen, but who knows? Maybe they might throw me in alligator Alcatraz. I am apolitical. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Joe Biden!
As he hits his late 50s, early 60s, it's hard to keep doing that work. And he may have medical problems that don't quite qualify him as disabled, but do make it hard for him to work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That aged construction.
That is interesting to see that, like, even if you do have some medical problems, you don't qualify for disability. I didn't even think about that. Damn, that's actually insane to think about. I always thought that, like, if you just had a medical issue, you would qualify for disability, but apparently that's not the case. Huh. Go figure. Man, this country is very ruthless to people.
These are meant to be social safety nets, not forever and ever gravy trains that you can just ride while...
Oh, no.
I'm not sure how he thinks Medicaid works, how it could be a gravy train that people are living off of. Medicaid doesn't give people money.
It doesn't give them food, it's just coverage. I just thought about that. Medicaid is just healthcare. They need to work for food and rent. What is that guy talking about with like a free gravy train? Does healthcare give you free food? No, you still need to get food some other way. You need to like go to the grocery store. Things cost money. How is it free? How is that a gravy train to have free healthcare? If you think about it like that, you're like, damn, I can't wait to use my healthcare. That's such a big thing. Like, oh my god. The big beautiful bill cuts the crime of people just wanting healthcare in the country. And And that's just like insane because everywhere else has at least some sort of safety net for that. This country is really brutal to just the working poor. If I didn't have to work and I got health insurance, that'd be amazing. Why do millionaires in like the top 1% just get a free cash ride? Like, wow, they really needed that money. They really need the other like 100th yacht they got. They're gonna use like once a year or so. That's pretty great. I love rich people. I love them so much. But you know what? Let's see what the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi specifically has to say about socialism and, you know, helping people out. What does she have to say about any of this?
I wonder if there's anywhere you feel that the Democrats could move farther left to a more populist message, the way the alt-right has sort of captured this populist strain on the right wing. If you think we could make a more stark contrast to right-wing economics.
Well, I thank you for your question. But I have to say, we're capitalist. And that's just the way it is.
This just sounds like straight up controlled opposition. Because your popularity polls are in the dumps. And you're not even saying, hey, let's try to, like, you know, not do what the Republicans are doing, but a light version. Let's just keep going down our awful trajectory. We have to get these old people out of like their positions of power and just put like young progressives in and just overtake the party. Like that's literally the only way that the Democrats can win elections again. All right, what about this?
Have health insurance, or I can get a 6th yacht to use twice a year. Easy choice for me. I got a bonus for denying all these claims. But look, caviar. So I lobby and donate.
So I lobby and donate.
So that you can't have it.
Damn, this is
so
evil.
That you can't have it.
Yeah, that's basically the bill. The bill is just give rich people more money and screw everyone else. And I'm still shocked that Democrats aren't running off this. It's so free. This is such a free gimme. Just use some of these AI ads. The other side is using so many more AI ads than you guys. But you guys want to be like really weird and just like do very performative things like have a bat and say you're gonna stop the big beautiful bill, and then when you really do nothing, you do nothing. Mom Donnie wants to help people, but y'all don't. Why? And then you guys are wondering why your approval ratings are so low. It's because Mamdani like cares about people. He cares about New Yorkers. But the Democrats aren't connecting the two. They're like, no, he's just using social media better. Caring about people and helping people out is popular. Please, Democrats, just do that. And then this is gonna be the last one to like end it off of.
The bad news is you no longer have insurance. But the good news is we gave billionaires more tax breaks.